You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
I'm not crying, you're crying, shut up.
The same as sowing its seeds.
Okay, so we're back in Kingdom Come Deliverance. We just liberated Talmberg, but our father, Sir Radzig, is being taken back to Skalitz. So we're now following Sir Hans to collect Sir Radzig from Skalitz. So let's go. So Sir Hans Capon is on the horse in front of us. We have to keep up with him. And we're going for the no-kill trophy. We managed to get through the Talmberg assault without killing anybody. We just used our fists. So it took a couple of tries, probably 3-4 tries, but we managed to get through. Yeah, it's funny that Sir Hans, this is just fun and games, isn't it?
What do you do now?
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead at most. Maybe I really could do something for Rattay and its people. Something really big. But there'll be plenty of time for that later. Yeah.
Okay, so we're headed back to Skalitz. Okay, that was a weird bug.
What should I say to him?
Don't worry. It'll come
I was worried he's going to be stuck behind that horse.
Well,
Yeah.
So they definitely need to patch this game, like, majorly, to fix all these errors. The bugs with the dialogue, the camera angles during cutscenes, the combat, and so on. But story-wise, game-wise, it's very, very good. Hopefully they will. There's a rumor already that they're already working on a patch to fix everything in the first game, and that'll be releasing around March, April. I mean, that's what I put on the gaming news. But of course, I don't work for Warhorse, so we have to just wait and see. I hope they fix it, and then I hope they what's it called, make the first game look as good as the second game, if not even better. 'Cause there's definitely a lot of love for KCD1. Yeah, I would say this game is good. And you can get it cheap. I got this game for like $6. But I would recommend to get the Royal Edition with all the DLCs, because the DLCs are very good. That's Sir Radzig.
I'm glad to see Ishvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
Is this where the events of KCD2 kick off from?
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
it looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
Well,
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
I
interesting.
knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man.
Interesting.
He took you as his own. and always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing? Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
Makes sense.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Talmberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah. The sword. It's not my sword. It's yours.
Interesting.
For a moment there, it was so near, yet so far. Oh, well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Marquardt von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls.
No acid rain.
Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's
Fair
that?
enough.
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front. It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller.
Yes, you'd think.
My word, it's all go today, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus.
I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin? I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Cool. And that was Kingdom Come Deliverance. Did he just say the guy is jobbing? Apparently, yeah. Cool. Yes. So we finished the story. We still have a long way to go because I said I want to get every single trophy. And then after everything, and then do all the DLCs, and then after all of that, I need to do a hardcore run as well. So yeah. Wonderful game, great game, highly recommended. Except for the bugs, hopefully they fix it. What's the plot of this game? It's too long for me to get to. I've been playing this for like 100 hours. But if you subscribe to Kingdom Come Deliverance Tavern on YouTube, you can see my Let's Plays. Or you can play it yourself. Unleash your sword yet. A guy was a nobleman from Bohemia. Ah. Any tips to get into the game? Yeah. If you mean like combat wise, practice with Captain Bernard when you get to Rattay a lot, because combat in this game is very challenging. So practice with Captain Bernard, level up, you'll get higher levels, you learn the skills, get Master Strike, learn combos, do as many things as you can. It's definitely a skill that you have to acquire and learn. You can't just smash buttons like with other games and just muscle everything and win. You have to actually time your attacks. And just accept the fact that, yeah, like Don is saying, just accept the fact that there are, even if after these years, 7 years of this game, there's still bugs in the game that you just can't do anything about. But it's so horrendous. I love KCD2. KCD1 is so hard. Yeah, well, that's the point. Combat in KCD1, in my opinion, is brilliant. It's your own knowledge that needs to increase. You have to level up, you have to practice, you have to learn. You can't smash buttons. Because I was told, if anything, combat in KCD2 is too easy. Like, people are complaining that combat in KCD2 is too easy. So that's the thing. It can be a hard pill to swallow, but yeah. Because what it was, basically, you can find a video online where basically the voice actors of Henry and Hans Capon, they went to like a Renaissance medieval fair and they were doing the combat in real life. And you can see they were wearing like chainmail, everything, and you can see how accurate the combat actually is from the first game into real life, as janky and weird as it looks. So you have to just practice. Practice, that's the thing. And if you go with the practice weapons with Captain Bernard outside Ratai, you can literally just practice for hours. It's not like I said, other games you literally just smash buttons and win. It's not like that in this game. You have to learn. So, see, I get the whole peasant to squire thing. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you much, Regent. No problem. And there are a lot of great, wonderful Kingdom Come Deliverance content creators on YouTube who have made a lot of combat guides. So, when should I start the DLCs? Ideally, you should start. It depends on when. It depends on which DLC. So, for example, when you first go back to Ratai, you can immediately start the Woman's Lot DLC to see Teresa's point of view to the events to that point. When you have the money, if you follow my Infinite Groschen card, which I'm releasing today, then you could do the House of Ashes DLC, and so on. So you do the DLCs when you're able to complete them, let's say. So, like, I've not even touched, and then the Ratai tournament, in this playthrough I was able to do the Ratai tournament from the very beginning, even though it's very, very, very flippin' hard. But I was able to use an exploit to get it. What is your favourite DLC? The Woman's Lot DLC, by a country mile. Teresa is a hero, as far as I'm concerned. I know people disagree, Don, but yeah, I really, really like Teresa. I think she's awesome. To get Master Strike, the combat is done because Master Strike can't be blocked. Makes it very easy. Yeah, Master Strike, especially in the second game, Master Strikes will, if anything, it's like an I win button. It's Master Strike everything. So, because I know it makes combat easier in the first game, and Don, you have experience of that, but in the second game, Master Strike basically can wash up nearly everyone. So it's really, really, it's too OP in the second game. And in 2, what do you expect from the third DLC? I mean, what we saw from the trailer is that they'll be in the Sedlets Monastery, that they're dealing with a pandemic. So, obviously, in the Middle Ages, they didn't have vaccines or ways to make them. They had to just put up with it. So we probably will have to just take care of the 6 who are being sent to the Sedlets Monastery, and so on. Some people are speculating whether Henry will die in the third DLC. I don't think that will happen. But I think he will get sick. And I think he'll be close to death. That's my guess, anyway. I still hope there will be a Kingdom Come Deliverance 3. So, I mean, that's what I expect from the... I can't remember the name of the third DLC, but I know it's in Sedlets Monastery. So, my intention for this game, like I said, is I'm going to do every single trophy of every single DLC, 100% absolutely everything, and then I'm going to do the same for 2. So stick around, be sure to subscribe, follow, and everything. So I just joined the chat. Fair enough. Okay, what's this? Post credit scene.
You're doing well, son.
Father.
Come now. You know who sired you.
Yeah, being a sperm donor doesn't make you a
What's the
father.
matter now? I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, as a connection with the sword is it doesn't need to.
And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
Exactly.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
I'm not crying, you're crying, shut up.
The same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right. I have to leave you now.
No sign of the mother.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Oh,
Will I ever see you again?
God knows. Make her proud.
oh, there she is.
Don't go. Don't go. No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir
Damn
Radzig
it.
wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away.
Feel like his mo-coloured pants chat.
What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
I mean, he did earn the
Oh,
position.
give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here. Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
Quest is complete, an oath is an oath. Alright. So, is there anything else for me to do? Yeah, the Epilogue quest. Let's do the Epilogue quest. And then we'll rewind. Go to the upper castle during the day and meet Margrave Jobst. So the upper castle is up
Stop
there.
right there. I have to search you.
Okay.
What?
You can try.
Such are my orders.
Let's see. You really want to search me?
I expect your superiors will have a thing or two to say about this.
Don't get all high and mighty with me. You're just making it harder on yourself.
Well, that failed. Search me then.
If you insist.
Nothing. All right, you may continue.
Well, I lost reputation. Okay. So where is the upper... Oh, the upper castle is the other castle in Rattay, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go then. I thought it was like upstairs here, but it's like, I'm on the top floor. Well, and you're not done. No, I realize. Okay. Clean myself. My horse. Okay. Let's do the epilogue. And then we'll rewind. After the epilogue. While I'm here, let me get my gear repaired.
Bread, fresh bread.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Repairs. Like the all. And go. Is the things beyond repair?
All right, so
Why repair it is because it looks really horrible. That's why. If I'm going to see the final cutscenes, I want it to be smooth.
thanks 1,000 times.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the upper castle now.
Baked goods fresh from the oven.
Okay. You have that sort of, when you finish the story of a game, you feel almost vindication, isn't it? It's like, I accomplished something. Okay. Even though we're about to rewind, but whatever.
Oh, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
Okay.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas has invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I.
Sounds like Hans Capon.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergholf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergholf is on your side? Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses.
Okay.
I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghof, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts. And now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghof know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, your grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like Skalitz? We have to put a stop to this senseless war.
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Bergov at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Bergov would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Cutenberg to be my eyes and ears there.
So they're just setting everything up for KCD2.
Better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft the letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
Cool. Okay. Talk to your father.
What exactly am I to write?
Oh, what isn't really the issue? The question is how. We need to learn where they stand on liberating the king and ousting Sigismund.
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes, I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as
Yeah,
Lord
thank you.
Capon's bodyguard.
Appreciate you. And I managed to do it with no kills as well.
What happens to him? Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
The Luxembourg relations?
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage. It all seems a bit too tangled.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia for almost 100 years now.
But you can see how this is all setting up for KCD2, isn't
When
it?
he was in power, things had never been so good. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but by different mothers. Jobst and Prokop are
nice.
cousins. They were entrusted with governing Moravia. But instead...
What I'm intending to do, before I get to KCD2 properly, is to 100% the first game. Every DLC, every everything.
John of Görlitz, who was most probably poisoned.
And then I'll do the same for KCD2.
It's hard to keep up with their affairs, since they tend to change their alliances from one day to the next.
Who is he really, this Jobst?
The cousin of King Wenceslas. He's the Margrave of Moravia. I admit I don't know what to make of him myself.
And we'll have to do a hardcore run of this story, which includes every single negative perk at the same time.
And now suddenly, he's reversed his position. I don't know what led him to do it, and one can't help being suspicious. It's best to keep a watchful eye on him, but he really is the leader of the resistance against Sigismund these days. We'll just have to see how it all turns out.
I'm a bit concerned so many people seem to think so little of King Wenceslas. You knew him, didn't you? What's he really like?
Well, there's no straightforward answer to that question. He certainly makes a great hunting and drinking companion, but he can be very fiery and impetuous when things don't go how he'd like them. He never had much of a head for high office. He finds it tiresome. But once a man's grasped the scepter, it's hard to let it go again. You can't just abscond. You've seen for yourself what happens when he disappears for a few months. Better a bad but legitimate king than a bloody war over the throne.
Who is this Prokop that Jobst spoke of?
Jobst's brother, the king's cousin.
He and Jobst warred over Moravian supremacy for years. Then they were allies for a while, betrayed Wenceslas and sided with Rupert of the Palatinate. But after Sigismund abducted Wenceslas, Prokop fomented a revolt against him, and Sigismund had him captured. Politics. Make of it what you will. I, for one, can't make head or tail of it most of the time.
Okay. And the League of Lords?
The League of Lords and that Berghoff we're off to see. Who are they exactly?
The lords of the powerful houses. Heinrich of Rosenberg, Otto of Berghoff, Heinrich of Radetz, and others. They're unhappy with the way their influence declined after Wenceslas surrounded himself with the lesser orders of nobility. They abducted the king years ago and made him bow to their will. They got away with it that time, and now they've joined forces with Sigismund and done it again. But now it seems that Sigismund's behavior is starting to rub them up the wrong way, so they may well be thinking twice. We'll see what Berghoff has to say.
Okay. So I hardly know anything about Sigismund.
I don't know all that much about Sigismund.
He's the king's younger brother and king of Hungary in his own right. 7 years ago, he led a crusade against the Turks and was defeated at Nicopolis. Some say it was due to the recklessness of the French knights, most of whom were mercilessly slaughtered. Sigismund is ambitious and capable. He might well make a better ruler than Wenceslas, but he's arrogant, and to our misfortune, brutal. Not long ago, he himself was held captive by the Hungarian nobility. They dislike him as much as some of the Czech and German noblemen do his brother Wenceslas. Ironically, Wenceslas joined forces with Jobst to liberate him. And now this is how Sigismund repays his brother. There's no doubt about it, God does move in mysterious ways.
Sometimes difficult to follow.
Rupert of the Palatinate. That's a name I hadn't heard before today.
Rupert is the Prince-Elector of the Palatinate.
What's a Prince-Elector?
The Prince-Electors are dignitaries of the Holy Roman Empire who have the right to elect the King of the Romans, who would then be crowned Holy Roman Emperor by the Pope. Rupert took the title for himself with the help of 3 other Prince-Electors, even though Wenceslas had already been appointed. Some of the nobility in the empire recognized Rupert's claim, but when he went to Rome to be crowned emperor, it turned into a fiasco. Now he's doing his utmost to get Wenceslas to acknowledge him, but so far without success. So, now we have 2 kings of the Romans. Jobst sided with Sigismund for a while, but now he's switched allegiance. He seems to do that quite a lot.
Okay. Nearly done.
That young man, Sir John of Liechtenstein. Why is he here?
The Liechtensteins are a powerful Austrian family with estates in Austria and Moravia. Sir John sits on Jobst's council. Since the king's being held captive in Vienna, I suppose it makes sense to have a powerful Austrian house as allies. It could be very useful.
Cool. That's about everything.
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
Thank you, father.
If I didn't know anything about
Take the letter.
I believe
Combining kills on my mind.
well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
In this case, anyone?
I must
Yes, it is,
travel
yeah.
back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even
sure,
satisfy
Justin, just
the Cumans.
give me a sec.
That's why he raided Gutenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
Like, oh, will they ever be back? We're going to see the events of KCD 2.
Come now, Hal.
Congratulations, you've completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on the side quests and activities or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by writing off the map with Sir Hans Capon's squad. Okay. Let's do that. So I should just write off with Hans Capon, shouldn't I? Because I'm going to reload the save. So yeah, you're asking about the difference between Master Strike and 1 and 2. Basically, in number 1, you just press L1 when they're doing the attack animation. In number 2, you have to be your weapon, or the direction that you're holding your weapon has to be the opposite of the person attacking you before you can do it successfully. Okay, mount. I'm mistrusting the uncle's eyes, yeah. So I should probably talk to Hans Capon first.
So, can we set off now, Henry?
I can hardly wait.
Of course. I can't wait.
So, to horse! The Lord of Berghoff is bound to be waiting as eagerly.
Okie dokie. Oh, after Capon. Okay. So, we are finishing off. We are really finishing off the story. Hopefully we'll get the trophies that we've been after. So, this entire run through, I've been going for the no-kill trophy. And also for the Henry Say a Virgin trophy. Then, I'm going to reload one of my previous saves and farm towards 100%. Or as much as possible towards 100%. Like the DLCs and all the activities and quests and so on.
So, how is life as a highborn bastard?
And then, I will do a hardcore run and hopefully finish everything else.
Has he accounted for not owning up to you the whole time?
He explained it. All will be well, I think.
Glad to hear it. It's far more acceptable for a nobleman to befriend a noble bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord.
Okay. So we can see that this is how
What do you think about Sir Jobst and his plan?
the events of KCD2 start literally from this journey, isn't it? This horse journey.
Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believed we'd rescue the king and all would be well again, but now it looks a lot more complicated.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
I don't know either. Beggar's belief.
So yeah, the voice actor of Hans Capon, Luke Dale, his uncle was randomly in the chat.
Did you know
before?
that King Wenceslas is such a...
Which was interesting.
Feckless drunkard.
How do you feel about the save feature of this game? It's a bit restrictive, but I can kind of understand why it's in there. I would prefer to be able to just save and reload as I like, but I think by it being limited, you make better choices with what you do and don't do. That's my opinion.
What
So
do you think of Sigismund?
it's grown on me. I didn't like it at first, but now I do like it.
But he's a
The
monster.
Saviour snaps.
Look at what those hordes of his are getting up to here. What he did in Skalitz.
True enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
That's a fact. But he couldn't let them shit all over him either. Not that I'm defending him.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
Yeah. Need to drink water. Let me finish
Do you know anything
this
about
journey.
Ha! Sir Hanush could tell you a thing or two about him.
Why?
Last winter, a certain Sir Jan Sokol of Lamberg, a well-known knight, or robber baron to some, tried to occupy the city of Iglau, which was on the orders of none other than Prokop.
And what has that got to do with Hanush?
Well, he was there with him. Of course, that's not something to brag about in front of Jobst.
And what was it all about?
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the
Lord.
League of Law, but despite there being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one thing, they couldn't get past the Iglau women, with their pitchforks and cauldrons of hot water.
I would never have thought of Sir Hanush as such a rebel. And have you heard anything about Rupert of the Palatinate?
A little.
All these questions
From a king who doesn't much care for ruling
that
and isn't fighting
we just
back.
asked.
That doesn't seem like a
Father.
man who has what it takes to rule, and that's all I need to know.
Will be answered anyway during this journey. We're nearly at Neuhof.
Do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a feeling that some other nobles are quite in awe of him, and his castle is apparently quite impressive. I'll be interested to see for myself.
And what about the League of Lords?
Wealthy, pompous. The king doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father. I admit I don't blame him one bit. But the lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put their foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang after they abducted me the first time. But he gave them seats at the provincial council. Little wonder they're back at their old tricks.
I want to make sure I don't cut him off. So this I'm going to have to get used to for hardcore. Just going around without a compass, without the compass working, without a map, or anything. I have to ask the NPCs, where are we? Suddenly the game will feel like 3 times bigger. That's why on hardcore. It's like I said many times, that this is the part of the game I just love the most, just jumping on the horse and taking in the sights, because you can't do this in real life. There's nowhere left to go. And that's Neuhof. We investigated a murder. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that long ago we were in Neuhof for the first time to investigate what happened here. What's the game of the year for this year? Eric's Home and the Stolen Dream. That's my indie game of the year, I guess. I'm torn basically between KCD2 and Cleric 2 Expedition 33. It would be my top 2. If I could only pick one, it would definitely be KCD2. By country mile. But the music in Clair Obscur is fantastic. Oh, hey, Mom. How's it going? So, we finally managed to finish the story, even though we had to reload like 2 or 3 times because of different bugs. And we did it with no kills. In fact, actually, let me just... It would be really annoying if I got to this point I didn't even check whether I got kills or not. Yeah, you see? 0, 0, 0. I should get the trophy, right? So now we're riding off into the sunset together. How about you guys? What's your game of the year? There were so many games in 2025. Such insane. Okay, we're gonna rest here, are we? Okay. You discovered a camp. Okay, let's talk Hans Capon.
How about it, Henry? Can we go? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite.
Cool. So I got the trophy Virgin. That means Henry didn't sleep with any ladies for his run. The end.
Get to it, then.
I'm assuming that's finishing the story.
We're helping to save the
Merciful. No kills. Done. GG. I can find a kill.
Get the sword back
Yeah.
from him.
So we got the Virgin Trophy and the Merciful Trophy.
Cheer up, Henry.
I can murder and sleep with everybody. Can't wait.
Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!
The end. I loved it. Brilliant game. GG.